These fellows are so focused on their work, they seem to be impervious to any other distractions.
Even the hollering of orcs couldn't shake them out of this strange stupor.
Your death is at hand!
Tempests of winter's core to my aid.
see the white light.
Darling Arachnid, aid my plight!
Star-crossed day.
I'm fading. Fast.
Back on my feet again.
Once my arrow tastes blood, it craves more.
My life is ebbing away.
Bless the Seven, I am restored! Ambushed by a scoundrel!
I think I'll stay off that particular device.
Works every time.
Bless the seven. I am restored.
Another one for the collection. I guess someone else got here first.
to the fray once more. On the bend!
Bless the Seven, I am restored! Sweet relief!
I wasn't expecting you. The counselor, if I had known his fate concerned you, Silence! You will address me by my title, you ungrateful
Curse your stupidity, Evelyn. Look over there. Your foolish games have brought source hunters into our very midst. I have no time for these distractions. Brachus Rex's resurrection is at hand. Deal with these insects and join me. Understand?
Of course, O Holy Conduit. I will deal with them swiftly.
See to it that you do.
You! Your stomping through my affairs has cost me dearly. More dearly than you'll ever know. What a pleasure it will be to see the Source shred your every last sinew. Yes, a sorcerer, disciple of blood, chaser of life everlasting. For a true sorcerer, death is but an inconvenience to rid oneself of, Hunter. Brachus Rex, centuries in his grave, will walk again, healthy as a newborn babe. That is our power, the power of sorcery. That wretch is but a thrall, a tool, but the conduit trusted him. I was determined to find out why, and resurrected him. His unwillingness to cooperate has proven something of an annoyance, but no matter. We're nearly through, aren't we, Jake? Just a little more pain. She is our leader. Leandra is her name. The Conduit is her title. She aims to bring about... But no, you are not worthy of such knowledge. The bird does not explain to the worm why it devours it. He was the greatest sorcerer ever to have lived. His power outmatches us all. The secrets he carries within him are phenomenal. He will aid us in our task, Hunter. All you have seen, all we are trying to do, this is but the beginning. You mean my bloodstone, I suppose? Ha! It was named like that for a reason, Source Hunter. I'll put it simply. We start with Starstone. A pretty gem, but hardly special. It contains a potential, though, known only to the enlightened few. If imbued with blood, Starstone contains the power to heal. A life given to the stone is a life one can give to another. To save a great life must be sacrificed. This is what the conduit has taught us. Considering the imminent turn of the tide, Source Hunter, you should trust me when I say you're better off dead. Brachus Rex is rising, and soon Source will live again.
I sing the body electric.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
Silence! You will address me by my title. You agree?
As will I. Conduit. Let me stress how lovely it is to see your face once more. In my present condition, I...
Curse your stupidity, Evelyn! I have no time for...
Of course, oh,
See to it.
Yes, Brachus, that red is unwillingness to... She is... But no, he was the... He will aid... You mean my... I'll put it simply. If imbued, to say, consider...
Fast.
Meet your demise!
like a wolf!
See the white light.
Bones knit, skin heals.
I can't move!
Arrow of stone!
Once my arrow tastes blood, it craves more. I'm fading. Fast.
mercy on your soul!
I strike from the soul of air.
I feel better already!
That ought to hurt!
My. The Source Hunter. Dear dead Evelyn told me you had landed in Sicile, drawn to my source-riddled corpse like flies to excrement. Here I am, a man no longer, a monster instead, unworthy of the conduit's grace. The very same, Jake, counselor by day, sorcerer by night, martyr in death. Do you contest it? You presumptuous dog! I died serving the conduit! Leandra! Oh, blessed conduit! I'd have followed you till the end of time! But it wasn't to be. I was struck down in the prime of my sorcery, and by whom? Leandra's own sister! The pox upon her! Ikara! I spit on every syllable. They call her the White Witch. She is powerful in her own right, but never would I have thought she'd challenge her sister Leandra and kill one of the most loyal. Me! Very little indeed. What concern was that foul woman of mine? What witch, perhaps? The black sheep of her family, too. She shunned her sister's teachings. Can you believe that? She could have been the very conduit's right hand, but she shunned her. Oh, take vengeance upon her, blessed Leandra. I invoke you. Open her veins, bleed her dry, give her a function at last. My murder, a tale of woe. The time, a misty midnight. The place, the King Crab Inn. The players, myself, Leandra, Ikara, and a stranger whose identity I have never established. The conduit was there to meet with this stranger, and had tasked me to stand ready to overpower him if necessary. I heard sounds of passion at first, but later of angry argument. Then I heard Leandra's command, and I entered the room. She swerved past me and... oh, I can still feel the rasp of her holy breath upon my ear. Whispered, "Finish him." The man lay on the floor, struck down and ready for my knife, which I plunged deep into his heart. Yet, but not a moment later, Ikara burst through the window, and I was defenseless. She savagely tore my life from my body, and I died in the glow of the source. A holy martyr, slain in the name of the conduit. Foolish grasper. She who thought herself the conduit's favorite couldn't stand that I had been privileged as a confidant. When she realized the conduit had been in the inn the night I was killed, she couldn't stand to think that I had been trusted where she had not. She brought me back to unlife so that I would reveal what I knew. She wanted to work her way back into the conduit's confidence. But as you saw, Leandra had no interest in Evelyn's petty tricks. Yes, the king is dead, but not for long. Long live the king! Brackus Rex has no equal, Hunter. His knowledge of the source is absolute, and through him so will the conduits be. The hour is nigh. You do not realize it yet, but his axe is falling towards your scrawny neck. And I am of little use to Leandra's cause now. My worm-eaten rind is an insult to her perfection. To my grave, then, I will go. I suppose she'll not grudge me my portion of rest.
The immaculate snake sprouts a new head wherever we look. If our murder victim's one of them crazy cultists, anyone could be.
The pain wrought by sword and sorcery stalk this stiff, stirring strumpet beyond the shores of death. Once more we have stumbled upon an amateur, one who disfigures the pallid elegance of necromancy's visage with rank and vulgar imperfections. She dabbled with flesh like a child with its pudding. She was deaf to the screams of her victims as she made the scalpel glide through exposed limbs with the easy grace of birds through air. And for what? For nothing but to command death. The true necromancer. It is life he wants to command. Immortality. Achieve this, and the screams of agony will not have thundered forth from tortured throats in vain. They will be forgotten in the maelstrom of time eternal. You keep your minds on a tighter leash than a priest his hidden desires. You shy away from the necessity that is torment for most short-sighted reasons, for the meaninglessness that is morality. What is humanity, after all, but a gathering of germs from which an exalted few may pluck the subject their studies require and vivisect them into oblivion while propelling themselves into eternity. Glory be this noble pursuit, tainted as it may be by the blunders of simpletons like Evelyn. Let us eradicate such vermin wherever we find it. Let us seal up every crevice it crawls from. But let us never lose sight of the higher purpose that the art of necromancy promises yet. So now to pursue said promise with haste and determination. Death is a friend of time. Life is not.
Bless the Seven, I am restored!
The Seven grant abundance! I feel better already!
Evelyn just loves ruining beautiful starstones with her sticky red sap. How can Evelyn hate Jake? They're both the best of friends with the white-haired lady. What was her name? Condelia? people beyond this gate are awfully...
Source Hunter, you have done it, haven't you? You've discovered the fate of Councillor Jake. By the gods, no one could have predicted such a dark turn of events. This is worse than my deepest fears made manifest. It just cannot be that they aim to resurrect him, Brachus Rex. It cannot be! Forgive me, this news just so very upsetting. This thing. It was the king of tyrants, the embodiment of terror. The lunatics that seek his rise must be stopped, whatever the cost. I do. I do indeed. Brachus would unseat the king of demons in sheer perfidy and malice given half a chance. For the world, for you and I to suffer his perversions once more is unthinkable. The possibility of his return is more than I can bear. And Ikara, that she has been dragged into this sorry business adds insult to insufferable injury. There have long been rumors that Brachus's corpse was interred in the vaults beneath the abandoned Church of the Seven in Sicil's eastern hinterlands. That place is crawling with undead these days, so the rumors may well be true. Where Leandra goes, the dead rise left and right. And even in death, the long-lost tyrant's corruption appears to persist. Come to think of it, did anyone in Evelyn's lair mention the name Cassandra? It's nothing, Hunter. Nothing. My mind is reeling, but I'll feel better soon. After you've cut short Leandra's dark pursuits. She is a great woman, Hunter. A champion of all that is good and pure. She may have killed Jake, but then again, the man turned out to be a vile sorcerer. I can only surmise that she is on to her sister's sinister schemes, which makes me fear for her safety more than anything else. Leandra. I know her, though I haven't seen her in years. As you know, she and Ikara are sisters. It's hard for me to believe that she's leading this cult, that she's delirious enough to go after Brachus Rex. But clearly her involvement can no longer be denied. She's as smart as 10 wizards put together, Hunter. An opponent to be feared. Now, you said Jake and Evelyn called her the Conduit, didn't you? In that case, she may just be the elusive head of the Immaculates. There's a village in the forests north of Sicil where a new religion has taken hold. Its followers call themselves Immaculates, and I've heard say they worship a leader called the Conduit. This village is called Silverglen, and if my suspicions turn out to be correct, there is sorcery at work there. Alas, I haven't the foggiest. Another sorcerer, perhaps? Or simply another victim of Leandra's ploys? The Legion didn't find a second body at the scene of the crime, so maybe he escaped with his life after all. Though, just as likely, his body too was taken away by Evelyn for experimentation. And I will see if I can find out more about Ikara's involvement. But in the meantime, please pursue Leandra to the old church in the east and stop her before she can raise Brachus. I beg of you.
Looks like bringing up Brachus Rex's name alone is enough to turn our friendly neighborhood wizard into a scaredy cat.
I wonder why this ancient spectre spooks him so. Ahu doesn't strike me as the type to scare very easily. And so the mystery is solved. Councillor Jake was murdered by this so-called White Witch Ikara. But as it stands, I guess our next concern is Brachus Rex.
Then we know what we must do next. Pursue Leandra and stop her before she brings Brachus Rex back to life.
Agreed. If Brachus is half as dangerous as Jake and Evelyn claimed, we must prevent his ever seeing the light of day again.
On the mend!
Where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, there it is. Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, yeah. Pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, yeah. Now, where is my Pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, yeah.
Toasty!
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face, Virius! She bit me in the face!
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly'll be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself.
I wish for you to try it, Screech Woman.
The beast speaks? So you've half a brain behind that feral maw, have you?
The cretin's question crossed her lips and aped an air of aptitude.
Hey, Tull, I think that was an insult.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Virius. You'll only encourage it. You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face, Virius! She bit me in the face!
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly'll be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself.
I wish for you to try it, Screech Woman.
The beast speaks? So you've half a brain behind that feral maw, have you?
The cretin's question crossed her lips and aped an air of aptitude.
Hey, Tull, I think that was an insult.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Virius. You'll only encourage it. You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face, Virius! She bit me in the face!
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly'll be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
In that case,
Beyond these walls, the dead roam free, Hunter. Be vigilant.
The beast speaks, so you have a brain behind that feral maw, have you?
I wouldn't venture too far out of town if I were you. Or whose invention. These days, don't I...
To leave the city is to venture into danger. Be careful, Source Hunter.
Salutations!
Now, where is my Pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, yeah.
Warm as dragon's breath.
Greetings! These stalls are for our Legion troops. Riverlands, but better to evacuate this place while there's still some left to save, I say. Go whilst the...
Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face, Virius! She bit me in the face!
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly'll be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself.
I wish for you to try it, Screech woman.
The beast speaks, so you've half a brain behind that feral maw, have you?
The cretin's question crossed her lips and aped an air of aptitude.
Hey, Tull, I think that was an insult.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Virius. You'll only encourage it.
Sir, no, sir.
Attention!
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real.
Oh, what now? So, let me get this straight. There are insidious sorcerers running about town that turned a council ambassador into a zombie for sport, after said councillor was murdered by some mystery witch who subsequently trotted off to her cabin in Luculla Woods. Sure you haven't omitted relevant details like flying brooms, black cats, and bloody pentagrams? By Belagar's nethers, sounds like a fantasy tale mothers tell their children before bed. And I bet none of it's more than fantasy either, though no doubt Ahu puts stock in your every word. Anyway, be these truths, half-truths, or outright lies, it seems to me your business in Sicil is concluded. Don't let the undead hit you on the way out. Oh, if you must. What'd you take me for? An ignoramus? That accursed name rings a goddamn Carillion. He was the last sorcerer king, a frightful warrior that fell dozens before finally being slain by the army that had risen against him. We may well stand on unholy ground right now, for they say his remains were buried in what is now Sicil, a mad king for a mad city. I'd say they are looking for weak spots in our defenses. They can't make an attack over land for fear of Ahu's magical machines, so they're trying... I don't see how my mother-in-law is any of your business, Hunter. Seriously, though, I doubt information given by the zombified remains of a councillor is to be trusted. But then again, you do take the advice of cat wizards, too. I heard she has a cottage in the forest north of the city. I'm sure it's made of gingerbread and you'll find the remains of eaten children. So off you trot in chase of fairy-tale fiends. What more is there to say? She clearly was in league with the sect that's been unsettling Sicil, so now that she's dead, all the better. Hopefully, though, it has dawned on you that a sect implies multiple adherents. The search continues. Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat, licking God's knows which body parts. Sects, sorcerers. He'll be seeing flying carpets next.
Ready to advance, ready to defend.
I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter. And what might those be? By all means. I can't say much more, but that they're madmen. All the more dangerous to us because of their... But certainly. What would you like to know?
You don't think it's effective, do you?
That was better to evacuate this place while there's still some left to save, I say. Go!
Damn it, are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face furious.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
What? Oh, it's you! What news? What? You've...
Here it is. The Staff of Pergamon.
Careful that it doesn't wind up in the wrong hands again, Mr. Mayor.
Wonderful! Oh, it's simply wonderful! Come, come. You must let me thank you somehow. I've got it. A free month's honorary membership to the Sicil Library. That depends. Ah, the library. Yes, yes, you must please yourself. Let me know if you change your mind. You won't? Well, I suppose as much as any other Thaddeus, Rich, or Harold. A shameful spot upon the history of Rivellon, that brute. As loath as I am to admit it, Sicil was once quite a hub of the despot's supporters. Some even say his corpse was cast beneath the foundations of the abandoned church in the northeastern cliff. An old wives' tale, I say, but I suppose one never knows for sure. Oh, she's a dear girl indeed. She's got a little cabin in the Kula Forest, not so far to the north of here, in fact. And though she doesn't make it into Sicil often, it's a comfort to know she's keeping the watch near our border. I hope she hasn't got mixed up in all this ugly business with the Counselor.
My shadow world shaper, this bedeviled...
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Attend to more urgent matters. Pay the big change on your throat with a whale of the...
You're really rough, can't you? All those naysayers in the past. Bah! See what I...
Namrus is the great...
Snake, wing of worm, brew and spice and stir and churn.
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter? I wish I were more surprised the girl turned out to be a serpent. Pathetic to derive one's knowledge and power from some freakish cult. Yet even after her death, the undead continue to plague Sicil, do they not? Clearly she held even less power than I or anyone else had suspected. Certainly, what would you like to know? I've applied myself. I declare it an act of the Almighty's. The world belongs to the young, they say. Now, that tone, soothing a corpse's troubled mind. can't have gotten far. No, I know it's here somewhere. I wouldn't want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir with too much wormwood. To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter? To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter? That's enough of that now. No, I know it's here somewhere. I wouldn't want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir with too much wormwood. No,
hidden between darkness and light.
I wouldn't want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir with too much wormwood. She'll realize soon enough that her little party tricks hardly...
You that! Cut it out!
No, I know it's here somewhere. I wouldn't want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens. Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine. Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Pay the big change on your brook with a wheel of the good stuff.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Pay the big change on your brook with a wheel of the good stuff.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size fields ever seen.
crabs. They'd eat every shell on the beach if they could get their weird little mouths on them. The wizard here is quite the fellow. Grab a mat! Say, grab a pillow! You'll be the greatest hunter yet if you become a Belagorette.
Oh, Bellegar, how I adore you! Oh, Bellegar, how I adore you! What a joy it is to be a Belagorette, the most favored of women! Oh, Bellegar, how I adore you!
We'll travel the land in
Sweet
splendorous
Bellegar,
dress.
when
An
I
example
sleep, I
of
dream
elegance,
of you.
style,
When I
and
wake, I
finesse.
long for you.
We'll travel the land in splendorous dress. An example of elegance, style, and finesse. Give me a hat, a robe, and some boots. Or maybe one of those fancy suede suits.
Bellegar, embrace me, do. Sweet Bellegar, when I sleep, I dream of you. When I wake, I long.
Upon the shore below this cave, you'll meet a necromancer grave. Find the sand and take a left. You'll find her if you're very deft.
Be praised, all divines, for a bright light now shines in this dread, dreary cave that was marked as my grave.
My love, my own, my Bellegar, embrace me, do. Oh, Bellegar, how I adore you! What a joy it is to be a Belagorette, the most favored of women.
Beautiful girl, the brightest star yet. You have to become a Belagorette. Stay with me in my great lair of love, and I'll treat you better than the gods up above. O ignorant innocent, 'tis I, Bellegar, the greatest practitioner of magic by far. There isn't a spell, no incantation arcane, that is not stored in my miraculous brain. I speak, I rhyme, and wonders create. The world is my playground, and the living my bait. I, a Belagorette, a woman so blessed that her head she may rest against the red-hot confines of my amorous breast. To you I'll be undyingly devoted. In the softest of silks you'll be sensually coated. Yours will be the very miracles I'll fashion. Yours will be Bellegar's unending passion.
Sounds exciting. I'm in.
Go for it. I won't stop you.
Sweet, lovely maiden, with gems I'll thee laden. My love and my lust, I owe you this debt, for as of now, you're a Belagarette. 'Twere the vagaries of youth that landed me here. Demons! I thought that I could puppeteer, for it was in those days my one and true aim, the attention of Maxos to dramatically claim. Devils I summoned, a demonic quartet. Alas, that they posed too big a threat. I was soon overcome, nigh unto death. Maxos I called with my last desperate breath. He saved my life with wild, wondrous magic, and yet the outcome was dreadfully tragic. He locked me in here for my reckless behavior, vowing that I would have no other savior than a champion so bold and downright courageous, they dare to defy my trespass outrageous. The demons I summoned, they guarded my prison, but after long last, a champion has risen. So cheers, old chum, for unbarring the door. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a world to explore. You mean you don't know the patriarch of wizards? The devoted companion of fire-breathing lizards? A jetpack he gave the Dragon Commander. Aye, I can tell you with absolute candor that he gave him a mighty empire too. Boy, you've got a lot of catching up to do. So hie thee to a store and take a good gander at the amazing spectacle that is Dragon Commander. Who is counting the years or even the centuries? This isn't the worst of penitentiaries. Rifts I have run, in dreams I have seen, thousands of kingdoms and galaxies obscene. Furthermore, I devised these Belagarettes, the choicest of ladies a man can get. Yes, the demons you vanquished, so now I am free. But was I truly confined? Ha! Not me! And soon so shall I, though don't say goodbye. I'll be out in the wilds, in the woods, in the dales. There I may meet you, and spin you new tales. So let us prepare, my savory lasses. I mean to depart, so move your sweet asses. My wands, my scrolls, and my tongue.
What a joy
and do
it
not
is to
forget
be a
about my
Belagarette,
scissors and
the most
combs.
favored of
We'll
women.
dazzle the realm with my glorious
What a
presence.
joy it is
For
to be
meet
a
Belagar
Belagarette,
is
the most
everyone's
favored of
queen
women.
of all jewels, adorable pet. Ha! We may meet anew, so until then, adieu.
What a joy it is to be a Belagarette, the most favored of women. Sweet Belagar.
The wizard here is quite the...
I long for you.
To me, my honeys, to me, my girls, pout your lips and shake your curls. Give me a hat, a robe, and some boots, or maybe one of those fancy suede suits. Give me a hat, a robe, and some boots, or maybe one of those...
You're back! My very best friend. Take a seat. Stay a while. Leaving... Come... Oh, don't be a stranger.
Warm as dragon's breath.
You don't think it's infected, do you? disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's
Sorry,
not
sir.
as bad as all that.
The face furious.
You think that's funny, Private?
Look on the bright side. Everyone
Sir,
knows
no,
the
sir.
ugly soldiers are the most
Your return marks a victory, Hunter.
Oh, it
We'll
never
ends around here.
Salutations! Your word is my command, Source Hunter. Go show those undead who's boss.
Sorry, sir.
Excellent! Let's keep it that way.
I've spotted a trap. Hold! Our enemies have lain a trap. Back on my feet again. A stitch in time, eh, my friends? Hold! Our enemies have lain a trap. I need to dry off. I feel quite dire. Hold! Our enemies have lain a trap. Look out! I see a trap nearby. Hold! Our enemies have lain a trap. Bless the Seven, I am restored! Sweet relief! Careful! I've spotted a trap. Careful now. That's a trap. Behold! Our enemies have lain a trap.
I need a remedy! Back on my feet again. Ah.
Appears to be locked.